Hello, welcome to Midis in Depth, brought to you by Levant TV. Anna SAUERBREY writes an article in the New York Times about the rise of Islamism in Europe, while she observes some indicators of the Begida movement in Germany. Begida, which stands for Patriotic Europeans Against the Islamization of the West, is the name of a loose alliance that brings thousands to the streets every Monday. Since the terror attacks in Paris, the writer says, the movement has grown. The police counted 25,000 demonstrators on January the 12th, the Monday after the attacks, a 7,500 jump from the week before. According to the writer Begida, the group has inflicted great harm on the country's international reputation. She says our neighbours and allies are asking whether Germany is stumbling back into the darkness of xenophobia, and rightfully so. Many Germans are asking the same question these days. There are two ways to look at this situation, SAUERBREY says. The optimistic take is to note that for all the attention Begida gets inside of Germany and abroad, Germany has never been as liberal, culturally diverse and open towards minority as it is today. And as an optimist believing that they will not see history repeated, the writer concludes, Germany has come a long way since even the early 90s, and rather than causing violence, Begida has set off a public debate on Germany's national identity. The Secretary General of the Christian Democratic Party have demanded a new, clearer framework for immigration. Even Chancellor Angela Merkel declared that Islam is part of Germany. It was an assessment rather than an ideological statement. It was the simple acknowledgement of a simple reality. Thomas Lippman writes an article in the New York Times reflecting on the legacy of King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz. The sixth king of Saudi Arabia has died aged 90 after a treatment for pneumonia at a hospital in Riyadh in recent days. The writer says combining a vernacular style with a reputation for honesty and a shrewd understanding of the media, King Abdullah was popular with his subjects, who found him a refreshing corrective to his corrupt and autocratic predecessor, King Fahd. King Abdullah pumped billions of dollars into modernization of the Saudi educational system, yet the cumulative effect of his policies was to reinforce the House of Saud's absolute power over the country. His embrace of reform did not extend to politics. Dissenters who went too far were jailed and silenced. Even though he did reinstitute elections for municipal councils and announced that women could vote and run as candidates in the next round. And according to Lippman, at the end of his reign, Saudi Arabia was a different country from the one in which he came to power. He says Saudi is now much more open to economic entrepreneurs, more receptive to public discussion of its many problems, and even courting tourists. But the country was unchanged. He says all power ultimately lay with the royal family, supported by a compliant religious establishment, and ordinary citizens still were disenfranchised. That was it for today's brief analytical pieces. For more updates, please visit Levant.tv. You could also subscribe to Midis in Depth on iTunes. Thanks for watching and bye for now.